Hey, Cowboy Nation, this Cowboys Bud. Just want to do a video real quick. I'm not gonna keep it too long. Just want to talk a little bit about the truth about free agency. You know, haven't really said much about free agency. Haven't really said much about free agency. Hadn't said a damn thing about free agency, really. Except in a couple of group chats. Mainly because, uh, quite frankly, everybody's saying the same damn thing. It's everybody's saying the same thing, and it's a repetitive cycle that I see every year, year after year after year after year. Listen up, Cowboy Nation. Uh, what I want to say about it, what I want to say about it is, um, Cowboys have Cowboys going a different direction. Cowboys going a different direction. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. We use our money to re-sign players that's already on our roster that we want to keep. That's earn their way up the ladder, improving they can play at a higher level. We give them a bigger check rather than go out and get new talent, new guys that we got to bring to our team. We got to bring to the team. We got to teach them the system. We got to teach them the ropes. They got to fall and be the right fit for our program. They got to learn our play. They got to learn our playbook. We like to skip all that, and keep the players that's already trained and ready to go. Um, and all I said, and what that really means is while everybody else is going out in free agency, getting all these big name players, we sit back. We might pick up a couple guys, a couple backup guys, couple special teamer guys, guys that really just uh, uh, fill roles in our offense. They're not our impact players. They don't really cost us a lot of money. Free agency is expensive labor, real expensive labor. And we prefer to utilize the draft. The draft we can get guys, give them good quality young talent at a lot cheaper rate. You pick up first rounder. You pick up first round, you can get a first rounder for about $5, $6, $7 million a year. For over a 5 year period, of time, you can get 5 years of top tier production for about 25, 26 million. And here we are, we got special agents out there in cases, man, when you got these free agents out here like Nick Foles getting 88 million and Earl Thomas out here getting 55 million. And you got Landon Collins out here and walked away with 86 million. All this, that free agency stuff is, we all like these players that kind of built a name for themselves, but that free agency stuff is real expensive labor. And the question is how many of those big checks, in free agency can you write? Look, the reality of it is, the NFL got to set the way you can only spend so much money. Cap going up this season, I think to 188 million dollars. And people look at $188 million like that's plenty of money, like that's a lot of money, like that money's gonna last forever. And that we can sign everybody and we can go pick up anybody. When the reality of it is, it's just not so. Because I just want to run it by you. I just want to run it by you real fast. Free agency, signing our own free agents. Dak Prescott going to command between 25 and somewhere between 25 and $30 million. We know that. Okay. Like it, love it, leave it. Don't like it, whatever. That's what it is. Somewhere between 25 and $30 million. Okay. So, D-Law, he gonna want somewhere between 22 and 27 million. With that, between those two players, 22 million and 27. Let's just say 27 million. Between those two players, we spent $50 million. All right, two players, $50 million. $50 million, and so for two players, we've already spent about 30% of our budget on two players. we got a $40 million line. We got a $40 million line. By the time we pay Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and Tyron Smith, and Leon Collins, we got about $40 million, or a little over $40 million actually, investing in that line. But let's just call it $40 million. So right now the full linemen, Dak and D-Law. That's six players. 50 million for Dak and D-Law, and 40 million for the line. We done spent $90 million. So 6 players. We done spent damn near half our budget. And we still have to sign the rest of our roster. We got to get up to 53. So we still got 40. So we still got about 46 players left to play. 45, 46 players left. We got to play. And we've already spent half our damn budget on 6 players. And I haven't talked about Amari Cooper. I haven't talked about Zeke. That's going to need a new contract next year. That's probably going to cost us probably around somewhere between $15 and $20 million next year. In space. Haven't talked about Byron Jones. It's probably going to cost about somewhere between 12 and 17 million if we want to keep him. Haven't talked about Jeff Heaper's going to come up on a contract that that's probably going to command about 7 if we're going to keep him. So we don't have an endless pot of money. We're doing okay. We got a little bit of space. We're managing our money appropriately. But we don't have an endless pot of money, and we can't just go out and get all these expensive ass free agents. Especially when we haven't closed a deal. We haven't closed a deal on the guys that we have. We haven't closed a deal on Dak and D-Law. And why does that matter? Well, it matters like this. It's about, in some cases, it's about pure negotiations and optics. We're gonna go to D-Law, and we're gonna try to undercut D-Law and offer him about $17 million a year. And we know that that's about $5 million a year. $5 million a year, less than his value. We know it right off the top. But we're trying to get him for $5 million cheaper a year. So over a 5-year period of time, we're asking D-Law to surrender $25 million. And we'll say that we got to sign other players, that we got to bring in supporting cast. We got to help everybody. We want you to play. We want you to be a team player. We're trying to sell all that bullshit to D-Law. All right. But how does it feel when we ask him, if we go to him and we try to negotiate and ask him to take less money than he can get elsewhere, right? But then we turn around and we go spend $15 million a year on damn safety. We go spend $15 million a year and pick up another damn elite player, or another player to bring in him, right? So we got enough. So we're gonna go to him and ask him to take a pay cut. Yeah, we got enough damn money to go and bring in other folks. We got enough money to pay other folks. You can give them other folks a big check, but you don't want to give D-Law a big check. That's the kind of conversation that you're gonna have. Same with Dak. Dak want to be a Cowboy. He probably don't want to play for no other team but a Cowboy. But you're gonna go to him, and you know that he can probably go someplace else and get $30 million or $28 million, and you're gonna go to him and say, "Hey, Dak, hey, can we settle in on 22? And you're gonna ask him to take a little off the top in the interest of the team, and then you're gonna go and you're gonna go in and bring somebody else in from the outside. The optics of it doesn't look good, and it hurts your negotiating position. You know, if you can come off of it for another player, you can come off of it for the player you're trying to sign. Especially if you know his value is more than what you're trying to give him. But you don't want to put yourself in that position. Don't want to put yourself in that position. So you don't really go out and sign all these damn big name free agents, until you get your guys locked down and you know what you got working with, and that you got those contracts, those big money contracts in your own house, taken care of. Cowboys over the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years haven't really went out and got no big name free agents. At some point in time, Cowboy Nation, we gotta stop. Stop getting our blood pressure up and stop going crazy because we're not picking up big free agents. Now I'm just offering a little bit of insight as to why we might not be picking up free agents. We get better dollar cost value in the draft, and we use our money for them big money contracts to sign the people in house that's earned those checks. That's earned those big money checks rather than letting Byron Jones go and to another team. We might just pay him $12 million, $12 million, $13, $14 million, to stay here. Rather than going out and bringing in another corner that you're gonna have to pay $7, $8, $9, $10 million to a year anyway. Then you got to train him, teach him your system, hope he work out, hope he's got good team chemistry with your folks. Hopefully he's got some type of intangible leadership skills, or at least can be a good team player. But you don't know these things about a player until you put them in the locker room. Yeah, you don't know all these things. And so there's certain credibility that you give to people, man, that's already on your roster. Because what time it is. Like or dislike. What they bring to the table. What they all about. What I saying on some of these free agents that's left here, don't really matter. No, don't really matter at the end of the day. Congratulations, Cole Beasley, man. You got your contract with Buffalo. I'm happy for you, man. Stay with us for 7 years. Stay with us 7 years. Did your thing here. For us, I'm saying, you've been holding high for God, man. Good luck up there. Congratulations. You want to be, man, you wanted a bigger role in the offense. We didn't give it to you. Didn't have it to give. We got Amari Cooper, Gallup. We got Adam Hearns for getting involved in this offense, man. And, in the best case scenario, we're gonna be a third or fourth receiver here. You want to be a number 2, number 3 guy here, number 2, number 3 guy, and get a number 2, number 3 paycheck. You got to go elsewhere because we ain't got that here. Now, if we had it here, we pay it, but we ain't got it here. So, shout out to you, man. Congratulations. You did your job while you're here. We appreciate it. And we move on. And really, not that big deal. We gonna be all right. We can put Allen Hearns in the slot. We can put Tavon Austin in the slot. Maybe Cedric Wilson, man, emerge and take that spot. We don't know just yet. We got mini camps, training camp. We got all that time and figure all that shit out. But we are gonna be all right. I hate to lose Sauce, but at the same time, I ain't mad at him for making a good business decision for himself, man. We trying to give him 3-4 million. Hell, he trying to get 8-9 million. And who am I to tell a man, turn down $20 million? I ain't turning it down. It ain't my offer. I ain't so sure, man. Hell, somebody, man, on this side I got $3 million. On this side I got $8 million. Hell, You know, over a 4 or 5 year period of time, man, we talking about 25 million dollars you actually got to turn down. Who the hell want to turn down that kind of money? You know, it ain't about greed, but it ain't really about greed. It's about small business. If you can have 30 or 25, why would you take 5 or 10? Um, you can only play football. Uh, you only play football a short duration of time, and while you're playing, you gotta get uh, you gotta get the best value that you can get. You gotta get the biggest amount that you can get, because that's all you're gonna get at the end of the day. And when you're done, you're done. You know, and in football, you make the kind of money that can set up not only you, but generations of your family lineage. You know, and so, you're building a nest egg for your family lineage. You know, and so you stockpile and get all that you can get, because you don't know if or when it's gonna be the last one. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, these guys are independent contractors, and they deserve to be paid for their work. Anyway, I'm Cowboys Bro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hell, it really didn't mean to go this long, but it took a little bit, man, to explain this a little bit more than I thought. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, thank you for your support. I'll holler at you next time. Cowboys Bro, and I'm out.